Hello everybody. I'm going to do a little bit of different video today for y'all. I'm not going to talk about the garden too much because I got some stuff on my mind. I'm going to throw these chickens some bread right quick. I always come and give them some bread. They love the bread. So do the baby chicks. Give them some bread. Here's the babies. They're waiting on their bread. I like to buy wheat bread. It's good for them. But let's see it here. See if y'all can see them. Yep, there they go. Y'all gonna chase, plenty of bread for everybody, but they're gonna chase that one chicken for that one piece of bread that they think is better than the rest of it. And look, all these, they think they got left out. I got some bread for them too. Come on. They get the regular chicken feed. Just the bread is just kind of like a treat. I don't see my rooster anywhere. Where is he at? Oh, he's over there. He's got his own little piece of bread. But anyway, guys, I'm going to talk to y'all about something that is a very touchy subject with a lot of people. It's not politics. Of course, that is too. But let me turn this camera around so you guys can see me. I want to talk to y'all about what's going on in the world today and why we do what we're doing. We have chickens. We haven't had chickens in years. And we have a garden. We are doing a lot good with our garden. But I see a lot of people with gardens and buying chickens and goats and animals. But there's a reason, I think. We all know deep down what that reason is. That this world is going through a tough time right now. I talked to Reagan about making this video, and we're both we have a lot to say, but we don't want to turn a lot of people off. And because it's not a scare tactic, but I know that it scares me. I have a family out there, and I have friends. I have a lot of friends that aren't preparing for anything. They think everything's going to be all right. But I know that something is brewing deep down. We've been planning for this for a while, and me and my wife, way before the COVID thing started. I mean, we stocked up on toilet paper a year and a half or 2 years ago, and canned goods and everything else. We didn't know that there was going to be a virus. We knew something was going to happen, but we didn't know what. And I feel like something else is going to happen. We have all kinds of stuff going on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, because a lot of times the news will not broadcast in certain areas because they don't want to create a frenzy, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. There's Antifa's taking over parts of Washington and Seattle right now. And they're fixing to send the military in on that to get that straightened out. I don't have one of those things to hold my camera, y'all, so just bear with me. And things are going on in China, North Korea. North Korea has cut off all communications with South Korea. We had a Russian plane that was intercepted in American territory and had to get rushed out of our flight territory. And it was a bomber, and he was apparently fully loaded, ready to go. What would have happened if we wouldn't have intercepted that Russian plane? I don't know. They might not have done anything, but why was he over here in our airspace? What's going on with China and North Korea and South Korea and these politically, whatever they are, groups, I guess that's what Antifa is. I don't know. You know, they go to different places that they know they can take over. They won't come to Texas and Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the South. I'm not saying we're militia or anything, but we're not going to put up with it. I know I'm not. I'm not going to put up with it. I wouldn't want any of y'all put up with it, and I'll defend y'all to the very end. You know, anybody. I'm not going to let anybody bully anybody else because they don't believe in their ways, or they want you to believe in your, you know, they want you to believe in their religion or their beliefs or whatever it is. There's a whole lot I'd love to talk to y'all about on this, but I just don't. It's just too touchy. If I could sit down with each and every one of y'all and have a chit chat about it, I would. And I might be wrong, but I feel deep down I'm not. I feel like something's going to happen. And you know, there's a reason why Southern Boy tells y'all at the end of his videos, prepare for the unknown. There's a reason why I tell y'all, tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know what tomorrow brings. It's instinct, you know. We know. And we're not the only ones. We know a lot of y'all know. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the world today, and for some reason, like I said earlier, the stuff that's happening in Washington, they won't put it on the news over here in you know, certain parts of the area. So y'all, some of y'all, I'm telling y'all this, y'all have to actually Google it, look it up for yourselves, because they're not going to broadcast it. The Russian plane bomber loaded down in American airspace. Did y'all even know? Some of y'all probably didn't even know about that. I know I might be overly thinking this or whatever, but there's always the what if. You always got to play that what if game. I hate playing the what if game, because what if I'm wrong? You know, I think that y'all know that what I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk about politics and who I'm voting for, or who my wife is voting for, or anything like that. We are voters, and we have been voters. My wife is Hispanic, and I'm white, and we both, you know, have the same beliefs. And I didn't bring her into believing what I believe. I married her the way she is. She's always voted for who she wanted to vote for, and I don't argue with anybody about that. If you tell me that you're doing this, I'm not going to scream and holler at you like you see these people doing out on the streets. I'm not even going to try to convince you of, you know, to go my way. I don't think that's right. But this isn't a political video. I don't want it to go there, and I'm not going to let it go there. But I am going to tell y'all that something is brewing. The COVID numbers are going way up right now. We're going to be at 200,000 deaths. And the state of Texas that I'm in, the numbers just grew rapidly today, 40% higher than what they were during the height of the COVID, is what they're saying on the news. And I don't believe everything they say on the news, but I look up a lot of stuff and I see what's going on. And there ain't hardly anybody reporting it anymore. I worry about the COVID. And I see all these people at the beaches and at these rallies, and you know, you're not allowed to have a funeral, but you're allowed to go to a march and a rally. I don't understand that. If I want to go to a funeral, I can go to jail, but I can go rally and raise Cain with people. And I understand where they're coming from. It's their God-given right to protest and rally. I don't think that God wants them tearing up the stuff that they're tearing up. I don't think that's right. A lot of innocent people lost their businesses that they worked their whole life for over all that. And I'm not trying to open new wounds. I'm just telling you, I'm real concerned with what's going on in the world today. Not just the United States, the whole world. Get on Google and Google military news today. Yep, military has a news channel. You can go in there and check them out and see what's going on. They won't tell you all their top secret stuff, but you can kind of get a brunt of what I'm talking about, some of the stuff that you can see that's going on. That's how I found it. I didn't see it on CNN, and I didn't see it on Fox 26 News. I didn't see it on Channel 13 News or Channel 2 News. They're not going to talk about it. You know, I just don't know. I know that, you know, with me only having one lung now, that if I was to catch the COVID, I probably wouldn't make it. I'm elderly, not elderly, but I'm older. I'm in my mid-50s. And with one lung, you know, what's the chances of me surviving the COVID thing? I have somebody that I know that I look up to said, you know, you should go ahead and try to get the COVID so you'll be immune to it. Well, that's not true. And you can't argue with these people because they don't want to listen to you. There's a couple of people that's gotten the COVID and got well and got over it, and a month or so later got it again and died. So you're not immune to it like they say you are. They still haven't found a vaccine. They're still hoping by the end of the year they'll have a vaccine for it. And if they get a vaccine, who's going to stand in line and take the vaccine? I have a lot of issues with that too. And I know that, you know, going in the military, you have to get all these vaccines, and you don't know what the heck you're getting. Before you started school, when I was a kid, they wouldn't let us start school unless we had our school shots, which were vaccines. This is going to be the same thing. Kids aren't going to be allowed to go to school unless they have the shots or the vaccines. I can't see myself on the camera because I have to turn around because I can't figure out how to do that flip thing where I can see my face on the screen. So I'm hoping I'm not videotaping my chest while I'm talking to y'all. But anyway, and I know the camera's shaking because my arm's getting tired of holding the camera up because I don't have one of those sticks to hold it up. I just can't afford one right now. But, man, I love everybody. I don't even care if you're mad at me. I still love you. And I still take care of you. I've lost a lot of friends over this deal of me telling them how I believe in this. And a lot of my friends don't believe that the COVID is real. They think that I'm overdoing it, making fun of me for wearing a mask to the store or wearing my gloves or telling me you're more likely to catch the COVID if you wear a mask. That's not true. I explained this in one of my other videos. Doctors wear a mask every day, and I even talked to a doctor about it. He said, yeah, wear your mask. In my, the way of explaining things is they said that the virus will go through the mask. And I had a viewer on one of my other posts said that, you know, the same thing, that you'll more likely get the virus wearing a mask. And what I'm going to explain to you is, yes, I know that the virus can get through the mask, but what if the virus didn't make it through the mask? It got caught on the fibers before it got to me. That's like throwing a rock through a chain link fence. If you're standing in the wide open and I throw a rock at you, I can easily hit you with the rock or a baseball. But if you stand on the other side of that chain link fence, there's a really good chance that that rock is going to hit that chain link fence and bounce off. You know, the chain link fence has some big old holes in it. But about a 90% chance that rock is going to hit that chain link fence before it hits you. And if it does go through the fence and hit you, that fence is going to deflect it a little bit, and you're not going to get the full brunt of the rock. I know that's harsh to say it like that, but that's how I feel. I wear a mask, and if the COVID gets on that mask and not get on me, then I'm happy with that. Because every time I get inside my truck, I have a spray bottle of 90% alcohol. I spray my mask down before I touch it. Of course, I have to breathe in some of the alcohol. It makes me cough and choke a little bit because it's so strong. But I sanitize it before I take it off and before I put it back on. I'll spray the inside of it and the outside of it. And I'll put it on, and I'll be breathing them alcohol fumes in. And I'm thinking, well, if I got the COVID on my face or in my lungs somehow or another, that alcohol fumes as strong as they are going to kill it. Just my way of thinking. I know it's not right. But I'm not just here to talk about the COVID. Like I said earlier, check out the world news. See what's going on around you. See what's going on in Washington, Korea, Japan, Russia, our own military. The military news is where I found out that that we intercepted that bomber in our airspace. I didn't see it on the local Tonight News that talk about the weather and the protest and all that other stuff. And I know this is a touchy subject, and I know this ain't about the garden or about the chickens, and I just wanted to get this off of my chest and tell y'all how I felt about it. And again, I'll learn this camera thing before long, and I'll get me one of those sticks. I don't have to sit here and hold it out like this. But God bless y'all. God bless your families. Tell every one of them you love them. Kiss them and hug them if you can. Maintain the 6-foot distance when you're in public. Wear your mask, people. Don't listen to everybody else that's going to tell you that the mask is more harmful than not, because it's not. If a doctor tells me it's better to have a mask on, and he's, a trained professional, he knows better. If you were more apt to catch the virus with the mask on, then a lot of people wouldn't be wearing them. But there's people that wear them, and I'm gonna wear mine, and I hope y'all wear y'all's. You don't have to wear the gloves. I do, but I also sanitize the heck out of the gloves, even while I'm wearing them. Before I touch anything else, before I touch my face, before I touch anything, the gloves get sanitized. Before I throw them in the trash, I sanitize them. I guess it's an overkill, I know. But like I said, I can't afford to get sick. I wouldn't know what to do if I got it. Because you're pretty much destined, when you're in the shape that I am, what's going to happen to you if you get it. Anyway, guys, God bless y'all, and sorry about this video. If you get mad, you just leave the channel. That's fine, I understand. I got a couple of really good garden videos coming up tomorrow and the next day, and we're going to go visit some other people's gardens. I'm going to try to anyway. But anyway, like I said, God bless y'all. Tell your loved ones because you never know what tomorrow brings. And always, just like Reagan said, always expect the unexpected, because you never know what could happen. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.